well full. You don't even want to eat your dinner when you go home. You just want to go back to the evening service, or you know, or you can't wait for next Sabbath to come, or Sunday to come, to go back into the house of the Lord to worship. Okay. I miss those days when I used to go to church with my
church, all of them.
Exactly.
First time you never hear all them they sitting there.
No.
I hear pastor preach, say, oh man come in a church with gun and time after a little drop it gun and then sit there. You know, man, I go in a church and shoot up church and then sitting there.
Back in the days, they have the mothers of the church.
Hi guys, what's up? I seen Shortypeng is here again. Another day. I depends on little driving out and driving all to works. And a long time I talk about it. My Prime Minister Bobo. Yes. Bobo is lawbreaker. Yes, man. So, right now, we just go and drive into the works thing still, you know. And we just go and match up a thing. You see? I'm steering I show a lot in the video, so I can adjust my steering wheel. Still I show a lot. The seat must have gone back too much. That's sure. Yeah man, Shortypeng and Fatima they're around still. Fatima then I see it still, so Fatima phone always a punku. Like me all a video every time I tell Fatima, say Fatima, you either have to put your phone on silence or something. And phone always I make up one whole pan eyes. Lungu. So yes guys, it's another year and lots of things going on already for, you can see volcano erupt in the sea. So you see lots of things going on around. So I hope we not have one bad year like how we have the corona come out and lock down the place, and I hope we not start to see a lot of volcano and the place start to have tsunami and them things. We don't want those things, you know. You see it? So we are trying, you know, if we can go green and see if the world can be better. Not your fault.
Sure.
Real man. A long time I do a little driving. I don't plan nothing still, we just do a little driving video where we are just attack and go to work, you know. We always attack at daytime. We just set let me just set up the camera and we just go and make a little talk like that. That's it. So we don't really have no special topic come off and think for right now. We did have a special topic what we did want to talk about, you know. But we don't want to talk about that topic there. We ask me what special topic what we want to talk about. You know, I tell you I don't want to in the whole politics thing. But when time me a lockdown, the Prime Minister open up have all and beer, them are go in a suitcase and wine. I go buy and then sitting there and we have a lockdown and them sitting there. You see me?
Yeah.
So in my party I tell everybody to party. But what may I say? You know the people there where the police charge, they find them and things, and why a party for them thing there. Those people gonna get back their money. A whole story they still in about. You can't have a man that tell people say if you broke the law you get fined and anything and you broke the law. And then I'm going to tell all the queen saying he's sorry and them thing then. It's part I'm sorry. You know why? You know the time when you tell the queen saying sorry, you should have write in speech and say resign.
Yeah, resign.
You see it? And that thing should have do. Have look of respect. You see it? That thing should have do.
She had to sit on her own.
Yeah. And for him let down the party, so he should have resign and show the people them say, yo, you know, say, I make a mistake, but I have got to be the bigger man and just resign. Every day him feel look a follower them talk about the best thing about Brexit. You know, so when you go in the supermarket, them the supermarket they're empty.
Exactly.
Eh?
And most of the stores are closed down.
You might talk about Brexit, and from Brexit coming, you go in a supermarket, you hardly can see things on the shelf them. Before Brexit supermarket thing, shelf full, you get a tree for you get big sale thing. Lots of price cut. You don't get no price cut. You go in a supermarket them and the shelf they're empty. And if you go brag and say you deliver Brexit, yes, you deliver Brexit, yes, but the country will pay for it. You can't deliver something and the country will pay for it. Country should have better. That's it. Can't even find man for drive a tanker. You can't find people for work in the supermarket. You can't find people for work in the fields. So you can't say you deliver something and the country going backward. No enough people are going to say, what are you talking about? But if you look on it, tap hide yourself and look into it. You see it. So if you look into it, you will see all of those are not foolishness we are talking about. When you deliver something, everything should run smooth. You see it? That's what we had to say yesterday. So, right now, not even know what's going on in the world. Tennis Europe. Church of Europe. Hey, what go on with the pastor man there? Me tell you say, Fatima, why you talk to me?
What talk to you about?
Me tell you say, you see them look a young pastor who a spring up. Me no in nothing with them for. You see for them church, them full like a wow, like when you go a dance hall. When you go a dance hall, I me tell you say them and they are now true. You show me some of them church, you know. I me tell you say me no want to watch them church, or them church in the real. And this man may I hear a video where a girl talk up the thing about the pastor man. About the pastor man. I can't believe it, and see a pastor man, me personally did burn out the pastor man and said them man they're real. Yeah, show me the church and I tell you say what go on in the church and not real. Me just look on them church and I know say them not real. You see all them church pastor they want to talk about God. Me I tell you say me need to clap them on their seed. Me personally need to clap them on their seed and make them use the church and hide behind the church. But that is a disgrace to the church. First you find one church in Jamaica where the pastor man them a cut off cow head and them a cut off the member them head. And that's why I tell you say, me personal, I don't bash the church, but me say any pastor can come talk to me. I already said that long time. Long time I've been saying it. And when time I always say it, I always laugh after me.
Even though we still a laugh.
Yeah, it's still always a laugh after me, but a liar is the truth.
not lie, true.
So a girl just come out, come talk up the pastor man thing. Yeah man, me I go play the the voice note and at the bottom. I have video and you hear the thing where the pastor man, where the girl talk about the pastor man. That's what me say. Not church, then church, and you see everybody a run go. But me say I no good church them there. And you see any church, as you go in there, the pastor want baptize you and a church that. Remember me tell you that. Remember I say you hear that from not a church man. From is not a church man. You may go to church now and then. See? But the man then as you go in a church, you have some people come in your ears and them are and them holy more than anybody else. I saw them dwell, you know. And you see when time they start to dance and start to groan and then start to wind up and start like a bunks, them a bunks. Like a white. Yeah, them the church, I mean I like God them the church. I mean I want them the people that come talking on my face. But me already see who them is. And if you're offering no big, like wow, you not recognize. You could go to church every day. Every Sunday, every day.
Every Sunday.
Right?
Yeah, we go worship.
And if you offering no wow and up there, the pastor not see you, he walk past you and on a church that.
Sure.
If you want to find out a good church and you want to show your good ties, have your ties and sit down pan in your pocket and watch how then treat you first. See if them welcome you in your church. And so you know so you did have your ties, you know. For sure. And you ain't show none a couple weeks when you go there. I watch them, you know. I pray them, you know. So you know what now, after that a couple weeks they run off, what you do now, you just start show your ties big and write your name on it big. And so everybody in the church know you. You're the biggest in the church. For you see church, you know? Church is not a place where people go and praise and worship anymore. You see it? A gambling house you go in. Some of these church is gambling house you go in. Gambling house you go in. And fashion. All of the sister them in the battery rider and pum pum printer. And breast and a show titty and breast. Yeah man. As a church I go, and that's why I say I prefer. You see me? I prefer go a dance hall and I know say that me I get a dance hall. But when me walk out and go in a church. And for them nails longer than the limb, the branch them what up on the limb, on the tree. Yeah man, for them nails and when them cock it off and them hairstyle, you can't then I say woman if you look good enough. But you must know when time you're going into the Lord, in the house of the Lord for worship, you dress properly. Right? You see? I have some man them then tight more than tighter than how in time a tree then lap up. Tighter than how they limb then me no know if I sitting there them a put up in them front. Them a put fold up them rag and put in them front, but them front look big. For sister Yvette look funny and say, wow, I would have some of that in there. And that joke. Hey, yo, me say, if on a serious note, if you think a joke I'm making, or you think I'm just slagging off the church, just go to church a couple times and just try exactly what I said and see the outcome.
Church is not like church anymore, innit?
Me grew up with my grandmother and my grandmother teach me proper how to go to church. Right? You can, yeah, times move on, yes, and things gonna move on.
And it's more modern, but
And more modern.
it can be kept.
Till all the movies started taking the piece out of the church. For me, I watch one show.
The lies women tell.
Why show name?
The lies women tell.
The lies woman tells. And may I tell you, the things then what me say what go on. Whoever watch Greenleaf too. All them church there. See all them movie there, then taking all the piece out of the church. Some things where you see go on in a church, you never if church was going on properly, they wouldn't the movie star they would not take the piece out of the church like that. So it's coming down tonight, you know. So
many churches has lost their favor. Many churches, because it's not. Some churches are still going with the modern rules that we grew up under and know how a church is supposed to be run and everything. But nowadays, church is like a competition thing where you're competing against something or the other. So it leaves you to think, am I really at the right place? You know? Because if you are not into a position, a certain position for you to be earning certain amounts, as I said before, to drop your tithes, you're not recognizing in the church, because you can't give like where that one that they give or that one they give, which shouldn't be like that. Everybody come and give what they can, and everybody, you treat them equally.
true.
You treat them equally. But in the house of the Lord, many churches now, not all of the churches, but a lot of these churches now has lost their favor. God bless the few churches who are still standing and putting forth firm message, firm solid message out there that can keep you, that can edify you. You know, they're not giving an edifying message. Yes, the dress code, as you mentioned, it's a bit way off, you know, because of the time that we are living in, but it still can be a little bit more modest and turned down. You have to look good, because when you're out there in the world, you look good and you dress up and you're gone, so you come to the Lord now, you're still gonna look good, you know. But some of the worldly things, we have to leave it out there. Yeah. You know. And the dress, so some of the men's, it is really disgusting when you sit and you look and you see some of these men on the podiums. They sit down or they stand up and everything is out there. And
we say them run competition who can wear some are wear pum printer and some are wear khaki printer.
So it's alarming.
Christian, so me have to talk, you know.
It is alarming.
Khaki printer and pum printer go on in a church, you know.
No one is perfect. No one is perfect. But if you're gonna lead, you have to lead. Very. And if you're gonna lead a flock, you have to lead. There are certain rules when it comes onto church. A lot of people don't like Adventists. Yeah, because Adventists comes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so it is really alarming the way churches are running now. Some churches are running nowadays. You know, you try to give your best, but yet your best is not good enough. A lot of jealousies in the body of Christ. Where church is a place where you go to and to feel, you know, love and all that the Bible tells you about in Ephesians. Yeah? Because in Ephesians it tells you about the fruits of the Spirit, long suffering, joy, all of those things. But yet the church preaches it, but it doesn't practice it. And you have to practice what you preach. So many haters in church. You don't want to see that church brother rise. You don't want to see that church sister rise. Instead of going to that church sister or that church brother and encourage them to grow more and to help them in whatever talent you see, because every one of us has got a gift. The Lord has placed a gift on each and every one of us. Whether it may be to prophesy, to evangelize, etc. You understand?
Yes,
but
sir.
whatever gift God has given you to use, you have to use that gift. And the leaders have to come to help you so that that gift can be manifested. Because so many talents are in church now and they are not being recognized. Because of what? Oh, that one is going to come to do this, or that one is going to come and... No, it's not like that. We must all come together in one accord. So it makes no sense you're going to preach to me or to anyone to say, well, this is the life you must live, and you are not living that life.
True, sister.
So church now and church back then, it's two different things. And this is why a lot of people don't want to go into the house of the Lord, because of how they see people, us who says we are Christians, behave. Because right now, the way some Christians are behaving is alarming. And this is why God is upset with us. He's upset with us. And he's going to pour out his wrath upon us. He's going to pour out his wrath upon us because we are not doing the things which are of him.
We're doing different things.
When we should be mindful of doing God's work, they're doing other things and stuff. Preach the gospel. Don't dilute the gospel. Preach it. Give it. Who want to accept it, accept it. Who want to leave it, leave it.
Yeah.
Let your voice be heard. Don't water down the gospel. There's such pastor. I love that pastor because he doesn't dilute the gospel for nothing at all. I've been watching him. I used to visit his church.
So
back then.
Okay, just one. Let me ask you a question on that. So that pastor, that pastor, Theme Church, a lot of members of our in church is a small.
It's a big, it's a massive congregation.
Okay.
Massive congregation, well led.
Well
led, well
done,
organized.
Well done if him working like that and
yes.
him talking to the people them and him now put them astray and them thing there. You see? So at the pastor, at the semi-pastor for a long time, I hear say, if you want to make money, you just get a Bible and start and say you're a turn pastor. And it seems like exactly that I go on me and for true. So,
sometimes you go to church and you wonder why you go, because if you were at home and just worshiping, you would have felt much better.
You don't get anything from the service.
Exactly. But you should go home. You should be coming home with a spiritual food, well full. You don't even want to eat your dinner when you go home. You just want to go back to the evening service, or you can't wait for next Sabbath to come, or Sunday to come, to go back into the house of the Lord to worship. Okay. I miss those days when I used to go to church with my grandparents and other relatives. Those were the days when you see people living for Christ, yearning for the word of God, and when you get the food, it's just food for the soul, to keep you, to sustain you.
Okay.
But the Bible says many are called, but few are chosen. Beware of the people who are chosen. But I'm not judging anyone, and I'm not talking against anyone, but the way us Christians are behaving nowadays, it's very alarming. And we need to not just say the things, but put it into action.
Yeah.
Put it into action and come together as one body in proclaiming the gospel. Yep. So that this world and this nation can be a better place for our children that are coming up, who will be taking the gospel, taking over governments and all of those things. We have to set the example for them to follow.
True.
True. So if we set the example, just like our grandparents did for us, then we have to set it for this generation that is coming. Because we're living in a world now that we have to hold on to Christ. We have to look to him, because without him, we are nothing.
Sure.
And all these things that are happening around us, the Bible tells us. But he promised that he will never leave us nor forsake us. You know? So God is with us and he's gonna keep us. But we first have to start. I myself, I said, I have to look into myself for this year. Shake off what I need to shake off and bring back me. You understand? So first you have to start from yourself. Start from your home. Because if you can't do that, then how are you gonna lead?
Okay,
Too many
sister.
things about ministers now and this and that. Enough is enough.
Yeah.
It's time to pick up the Bible and bring forth the word, which is a true gospel of Christ.
Yeah, true. For gunshot in a church, all of them.
Exactly.
First time you never hear all them they sitting there.
No.
I hear pastor preach, say, oh man come in a church with gun and them have a drop a gun and then sit there. You know, man are going to church and shoot up church and then sitting there.
Back in the days, they have the mothers of the church. Yeah? You
So-
go into church and you know, they can tell that something is not right. You get a little scroll up and you look. Those things don't happen anymore.
Sure.
We are the prayer mothers. We are, you all know the whole works of church.
True.
Who is going to take the gospel out there if we don't bring it the right way? You've got some upcoming prophetess and ministers coming up. Yeah? Some of them, they're coming forth with the word. And some of them, they come with it, but they're compromising it.
Yeah.
Just give it, don't dilute it. Don't add on, don't take off.
Okay, sister, we're not gonna give them highlights. If they want this conversation to continue, just make a
Next, leave a comment in the comment section.
Just make some comment if Fatima and Shortypeng to continue to talk about the Bible and some of these false prophets and these people in the church and them thing there. Yeah man, so anyway, so we're gonna sign out for the time being. And you remember, if you don't like this channel, go over there, go subscribe. Please go over and subscribe. And remember,
like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Out.
peace.
Peace and love.